People often ask me, what does remote voter services look like? And traditionally in a location, it would be a car with about 4 AEC staff arriving in the community and setting up to make sure that the community can have their say. Now, that's supported by a lot of communication so that people know when we're going to be there and how they can cast a formal vote, but also supported by locals who may well be assistants for the AEC at that point to ensure that everyone understands the process. The Remote Operations Centre is a really critical part of our election, and this is the first time we've set it up in the way that you can see around me. It performs a really important function. It's such a complex thing to get the vote out to so many communities. This centre will be looking at schedules, rescheduling where we need to, looking after the safety of our teams and voters, reporting on information, tracking the event, and reprioritising where things occur to make sure that we can still get the vote out to all of those locations. We'll have a large number of teams visiting hundreds of communities, which is fantastic. It's complex and difficult to organise, and previously we've used car, helicopter, plane and boat to make sure that we can get the vote out to all communities and all locations. Whilst it's complex, it's important because a country with a landmass the size of Australia, everybody deserves to have their say, and we need to make sure that we go the extra mile to visit those locations to ensure that occurs. I bump into people all the time that tell me how proud they are of Australian elections, and they tell me different things about why they're proud of the election. Sometimes it's because it's such a calm event. Another time it might even be something as simple as it's a festival of democracy, and when I go to the polling place there's a sausage that I can have, or a falafel, whatever you want. Quite often though, it's about access. People tell me that they're proud of the fact that in Australia we take access seriously. We provide the overseas vote, postal vote, pre-poll voting and remote voting to make sure that everyone in Australia gets to have their say.
Authorised by the Electoral Commissioner, Canberra.